Today's speaker, Mr. Anil Kunuku. He's one of the pillars of NLG. He's an MBA and MHRM. He's a HR professional, Toastmaster, as I said. He's a certified NLP master practitioner. He's a coach and mentor. And he's an expert in HR, total HR functions, basically, which starts from HR departmental setup, department development strategies, policy formulation, manpower planning, talent management. He's an expert in compensation, benefits, and rewards. And you can see the profile. I will be sharing his LinkedIn profile in the chat box soon as well. Thank you, Anil, for accepting our invitation and speaking to us for the 60th webinar of NLG. We'll be now, we'll be now giving the opportunity to Anil to share his experts' thoughts on today's session. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, good morning. I hope I am audible and visible clearly. If I can get some thumbs up or yeah, perfect. Sushma is doing everything that I can see. Thank you. Okay, my intention is it's okay. It really doesn't matter how many people we have in the meeting, but it is all about what is that we are taking away after some kind of brainstorming. That is what I believe. So the quantity really doesn't matter. The quality is what we should always be worried about. We have 9 people, including me now. So how many of you are confident to come onto the camera or video now? Because it is not going to be a test. It is not going to be something else. No aptitude, no test, nothing. So feel free. Let's interact. Let's try to be on the video so that we can see, we know each other and we can take it forward. Thanks, Taki. Perfect, Abu Bakr. Thank you very much. I would expect from Charmin, Jayshankar, Vivek, Harris. If not now, maybe after a while, that is okay, no problem. Okay. My intention of doing this session is to share my knowledge, what I gained for the last couple of years, because this is one of the interesting points I found, especially during the COVID. Now, I could go for the PPT slides, but that is not my forte. I'm good at PPT, but I don't want to stick on the PPT slides and stand behind the PPT. It is always better to face you with what I thought and what you think. Very simple. Yeah. So it is always like to understand it better, to learn it more in deeper way, to grasp the real point. That is what I believe. So starting with this session, I would like to ask you one thing. Before I ask you, let me put it this way. I have some key questions. That means they can be thought-provoking questions. That is why I call it as key question. Of course, we have some sub-questions in the topic that we will do that later. So that is part of my topic. So the first key question to you is, can anyone tell me how many thoughts an average person can create per day? Can anyone tell me how many thoughts an average person can create in a day? Question to you guys. Just be responsive.
More than billions.
Another guess? It's okay. There's nothing right or wrong.
60,000. 60,000.
Taki said how much?
Around 6,000 to 8,000.
60,000 to 90,000.
Okay. Harris said?
Around 6,000 to 8,000.
No problem.
60 to 90,000.
Taki is trying hard to convince me. That's okay. Harris, you are correct. 60,000 thoughts per day. Right? Now, if we have 60,000 thoughts per day, how many dialogues we can make on an average per day? Maybe somewhere close to 5,000. Yeah. Let me correct one thing. I'm so sorry. That is not 60,000, by the way, 6,000. I was just carried away with one more zero.
Sharmin said 6,000.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
had read this and off lately I had got this question in one of the webinars. So I was just little confused
Okay.
because it's
No, no, no.
multiplied by 100, so 10 times, sorry.
That's good, right? At least we got a brain teaser with some confusion. That's
Yeah,
good. So now out of these 6,000 thoughts, how many dialogues we make per day? Almost somewhere close to 5,000 thoughts on an average. And the question comes again, out of these 6,000 thoughts, 5,000 internal dialogues, how many affirmations can we make? Any guesses? Make a wild guess. You guys are doing good. How many affirmations we can make out of these thoughts?
Affirmation can be 50 maximum.
Okay, any other thoughts?
1.
Not bad. That is the basic expectation from anybody is start from 0. Very simple. Okay, let me
Affirmation can
be.
be for all the thoughts.
That is too much, Sushma. Okay, we
I
will
said,
cover
that's why I
that.
said can be for all the thoughts.
Yeah, we'll cover this point as well, by the way.
maybe
Yeah,
less than
my
10%.
intention is. Yeah,
Maybe less
Sharmin,
than
please.
10%. Maybe less than 10%.
Okay. See, like I said, there is nothing right or wrong. So there is no proven answer for this to connect with the thoughts and our internal emotions and dialogues. Affirmation is always believed and based on two things, want and need. Okay, very simple. So now we all know what is an affirmation. We don't need to discuss about it. But why do we have to make it? That is the key question, right? I'll give you 2 clues. And I strongly believe that all these affirmations revolve around these 2 clues. The first one, you don't need to answer me now. Keep it in the parking lots. We'll come back to that later. What are those 2 strong, powerful words in our life? I'll repeat it. What are the 2 most powerful and strong words in our life? Right? Clue number 2. What is that we want differently than the others? I hope you understood my both clues. Yeah. Now we'll come back to these 2 clues later because I have something to prove before to step onto this. Like I said, we have some sub questions under the key questions because we are always riddled with so many questions, so much confusion, so many puzzles. That is why we always try to find answers, right? Like, what is that you are affirming in the morning when you wake up? Or what is that you're affirming while going to bed in the night? Again, a funny question to you guys. What can be the difference between these 2? What is the affirmation that we make in the morning? And what is the affirmation we make while going to the bed? If somebody can tell me what is the difference between these 2? This is so funny.
Could be the morning one is something what we plan to do during the day or which is still expected to come to us, whereas in the night what we have experienced during the day. So your thought process is based on the things which have actually happened in night during the day, whereas in the morning what you expect things to happen.
Okay. Any other thoughts? Feel free, it's okay. We are discussing. We are not judging or assessing. Any other thoughts? No problem. Let's move on. Sharmin was almost close. See, affirmation is what we want or need. We make it for short term, long term, or a longer term, or maybe based on the life expectations. But the thing that we do in the night can be treated as gratitude. Because you already experienced 24 hours, so many minutes, so many moods, so much experience. Yes, so many different kind of mindsets. In 1 hour, you will be shifting from almost 50 to 60 moods. Okay. Now, when you sum it up after 24 hours, or maybe after 12, 13, 16 hours in a day, this is a time to introspect, to see what is that you are grateful for. Now, people come and say that, why cannot I make affirmation for the next day? Of course, you can make, no problem. Because you already determined, you have something in your mind, you have a strategy for the next day, and you want to make it as a next affirmation for the morning with a strong motivation to sleep. But remember one thing, the affirmation that you make in the morning is stronger than the one that you make in the night, because you are not supposed to keep high vibrations before you sleep. Keep it low. The vibrations have to be low so that you give the peace to your mind to sleep and relax. That is why people say gratitude is more important in the night and affirmations are more powerful in the morning. Very simple, right? There is no science needed for this. There is no philosophy behind it, and there is no etiquettes involved in it. 2 ground thumb rules, very simple. Yeah. So now I want to ask you guys, what are the affirmations that you make? If anybody can quickly put it in the chat box, let's go by maybe 3 to 4 affirmations that you make. Even if you don't make, no problem. What do you think is the right affirmation for you? That you think constantly in our mind, it runs, and you longing to write it down somewhere. If you can write it in the chat box for maybe 3 or 4 affirmations, and Sushma or Jason can take a note of it, we'll come back to that later. Okay. I'm giving this small exercise to you. Don't hesitate to put it in the chat box, because we'll see the difference. What is it coming next? How is it going to be turned out? Okay. Any thoughts so far? Are we good? I'm at the right pace. I'm not running fast. I hope I'm clear.
Yes.
Jason?
Yes, you're perfectly fine.
Perfect. So now the key question number 3, why do we make affirmations? We all have the same common resources in our life, like light, time, life, senses, physical features. We all have the same resources, then why do we need affirmations? Point to ponder. So let me clarify one thing here. As per my observation, my knowledge, and my experience, when we want, it is all because we want to show, such as physical requirements like beauty, features, money, status, luxury, that we want. When we need, it is all about survival. I'll give you an example why I came to this conclusion. When we need, it is all about survival. Like we want satisfaction, we want peace, we want protection, we want happiness. Yep. And we want maybe calmness. We want basic things to survive. Now, if somebody comes and asks me that, boss, we also need food, how do you categorize it? You want it or you need it? I will leave it to you guys how to take it, whether you want it or you need it, because that is quite debatable. We'll go through one example. I have one example, beautiful example. We'll discuss about it. And before I proceed further, all the beautiful people who just joined, thank you. We are going good. We see you, and be responsive. We will discuss it more. All right. Like I said, if you really want to see the difference between want and need to understand on a large screen, watch a movie, my favorite movie from my favorite actor, Tom Hanks. I don't know how many people know about him. Tom Hanks is one of the beautiful, smartest and natural actor. He gave a picture called Castaway. It is almost 2 decades away movie. Still, that is fresh in my mind. Why? Because The movie tells the difference between want and need because he caught up in a situation that he has to define both in order to survive, in order to get out, and in order to show it, right? And one scene at the climax scene that summarizes the whole movie, and that is the epic scene, I must say. Watch it, I will leave it to you. Of course, there are so many movies that are in the similar context, like plane crashed and people have to survive, people stuck in forest, they have to survive. But how to portray it is the beauty, right? Whatever I'm saying, we have points here and we'll conclude it as we go down through the context. Okay. Now, another question that comes here is, what is that we are asking and how we are doing it? Whether we are asking it right, if we ask for it, whether we are doing it right. This is again clue number 3. Okay. For the people who missed it out, the first clue is, what is that? Oh, sorry. What are the 2 most powerful words in our life? And second one, what is that we miss or fail to understand when it comes to affirmation? And the third one, what is that we are asking or how we are doing it? If we cannot make the right affirmation from all those 6,000 thoughts in a day, what is that we are missing? This is the key question. Okay. Now, the key question number 3. Okay, let me put it in a short, small stories. Maybe that would engage us more. The first one is, a man was caught up in a situation that he badly needs food or water. No money can help, no people can help, nothing can help except food and water. Only these 2 things can make him move. And he's almost starving to death. He's starving and super hungry. He knows that he will not survive for long if he doesn't get food. So my question to you is, what do we see here, whether need or want? Like I said, I just gave an example about food, right? Let's relate it here. I want to hear from you guys, what is that the situation demands now? Need or want? Just let's not stick to the chat box. Say it.
Need.
Okay, why do you think so?
Survival, because of the survival.
Okay.
Yeah, actually we have a less need, but we always, supposed to make this want. If you make our need into a want, we can achieve it more fastly, I feel. So many things are in need only, but still we want something that is extra than our need, I feel.
Taki is really close.
Need only.
Okay, fine. If he gets food at the same time, doesn't he need the food again?
Then again, it's a need.
Then second time, will it be want or need?
Need only. Because second time again, he's very hungry and very thirsty.
Okay.
He's in a place where only he'll get food and water. That again is need.
Great. See, this is what I said earlier as well. There are certain things in life which we call it as basic elements for survival. Either you categorize it to want or need, doesn't matter, but how we see it that matters. Situations can be different. Yes,
I'm sorry.
Shaji.
Can it be put it in this way? Need or want is what I believe, because if, as you said, that food is required for a person every day, every time, then it never comes to as a need. It is a want. Air, of course, it is a need,
Okay.
but it becomes a want when you are in a dire situation. Whenever you are in a trouble, it becomes a want. Oh, sorry, it becomes a need. And when you already have it and you start getting so close to it, or you keep on asking for it every time, then it becomes a want. So excessive is a want, and need is always that keeps you surviving.
Beautiful analogy, Shaji. That is what I was trying to say. It is about the situation that puts you in. It is not about what you want or what you need. Okay. Let's say I lost my job and then I badly affirm for a job. I put all the efforts towards with one focus that I want a job because the circumstances forced me to get into that with full determination and focus. But if I have a job, will I be passive or active? Will I want it or need it? Right? Then the situation will take the lead, not our desire, not our intention, not our requirement. Okay. So here in this situation, what I see is self-control. If we all know, we know the science. People can survive for long with water, can survive without food, but with water. Okay. So it is all about a mindset that you pamper, you nurture, or you nourish to make another move, to make another step. It is not that you are stuck with that target. Like I was, Rita gave beautiful example that next time also it is a need. Okay, now the situation changes, the need can become want. Then where is the correct affirmation? What is the right affirmation for you? If you cannot decide whether it is a need or want, what is that right affirmation for you in that situation then? No problem, we'll keep it on the parking lot. We will go to the second example now.
I heard you said.
Okay, Dhara. Okay, now the second one, there was a man, he was badly in need of money. He was regularly praying God that, God, I want $1 million. I want to clear off my debts. I want to keep enough savings for my family. I want to settle my life and I want to live better. This is his daily ritual. By the way, this is not my story. I took it from Sadhguru. I must confess, I'm not supposed to steal anything. Okay. So this man, he is so determined every day ritual. This is his ritual. He wakes up, he does his basic things, and then he get onto the quiet place, and then he does his prayer every day. One day, God thought that, okay, fine, this fellow, this gentleman really needs my support. He came down and God said, okay, my son, now it's time. What is that you want? The man said, I want to win $1 million. God said, why do you want to win? I can give it for free. The man said, no, you don't know our humankind, the world. If I get all of a sudden so much money, I have tax problems, I have social problems, I have bank issues, I have police case, blah, blah, blah. Now, God again asked, what do you want, my son? He said, I want $1 million and I want to win it. God simply said one thing, then go and get a lottery ticket first. If you don't make any effort, if you don't put anything as a base, how can you expect something that could work for you as a miracle? It won't. Where is the right element for that affirmation? By the way, all these beautiful faces here, let me tell you, I'm a big fan of Sadhguru, because every morning just follow him for 5-10 minutes and you understand the purpose of living. Very simple. He will nurture you on YouTube itself. You don't need to pay anything. Okay. So this is the second example. The efforts that you make before you affirm for something. Okay. So what is the first one that we discussed? The self-control, or maybe a strong belief that can give you little more time. Second, okay, let me put it as self-control and patience. Maybe that will give you little fair idea. Second one is the efforts that you invest or make. Okay. Now the third story. There was a boy, very naughty, so much pampered by parents, only one son, and a lonely son of his parents. So whatever he wants, he gets. But how? With a great difficulty. It is not that his parents can't afford it. They can. But they don't want to spoil, they don't give. But the beauty of the story is the boy gets everything that whatever he wants. This is a question to you guys. What is that makes different for this boy, or what is that brings to this boy that he gets everything that he wants? It is not because of his affection from the parents. It is not because of the pampering or lonely son effect. Let me clarify this. But what is that you see here that the boy gets everything that he wants?
He works for it. He works towards it.
No, he's a small boy. How can he work on it?
His personality.
Again, he doesn't need to prove the personality to his parents.
Anil, I feel it is something he blindly or truly believes in his parents that yes, if I ask, I will get. That's very important. I do not have to think second way that I will not get. So like even in my childhood also, if I ask something, I will definitely get, and I never used to doubt that yes, whether I will get or no. If I don't doubt, yes, definitely I will achieve or I will get. This is what I feel.
Perfect, Sandeep. That is what I was about to say. The belief that you implant in your mind and thoughts.
It must be devotion kind of a thing.
Yeah, you can say that. See, whether you say it belief, you say it determination, or you say it expectation without strings attached, or you can say that, like you said, these are all the same, right? When there is no strings attached, when you are so affirmed with your belief, the universe has to conspire. This is the main law of attraction for the affirmations. Whatever you want to invest your efforts, whatever you want to put in your thoughts, whatever the determination you make, very simple, no hidden agenda, no hidden expectations. And the integrity, consistency has to bring in the results that you affirm for. Because a great attitude becomes a great mood, and that cultivates a great day. Look at it deeply. This is a very good statement. I practiced and I experienced, so I'm telling it to you. A great attitude becomes great mood. That means when you wake up in the morning, when you implant a thought, I am confident. No matter what you are going to affirm this the entire day, that you are confident. Because it cultivates that day for you. You are not making that day. That day is cultivating the immense confidence for you. And bring it in practice and make it consistent. And then all those great days, they sum up for 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 2 years. Look back after 5 years. What are you? You will be amazed to see, oh my goodness, what I'm missing so far. Where is this consistency? Why I was not doing it? Then you realize that it is always about you and yourself. Very simple. You don't worry about society. You don't worry about anything. What is he or she thinking of me? You won't bother about it. Because you know that it is always about me and myself. You wake up, you work on yourself, and you again affirm for something, and you keep working on it. You make it happen, you win it, and that is your motivation and reward. And again, you start from zero. If you lived so far 3 decades or 3.5 or 4 decades, no matter, it doesn't matter. Don't worry. This is day zero. We still have long life, right? Whenever somebody sneezes, you get that blessing, right? Whenever somebody thinks that you get that blessing, right? I was just thinking of you live for another 80 years. Why did they say that? They don't know, but we know, right? Because you add value to your life to people. Okay, now let's visit back to our initial points. The clue number 1. What are the two most powerful words in our life? If anybody can tell me. Sushma said it, so be quiet. You are on mute. I heard it. I read your lips. You are correct. Anybody else?
I will and I can.
Okay. Anything else? Vivek, I am seeing you for a long time. Maybe you can answer me. What are the two most powerful words in our life?
I am.
Bingo. Anyone else?
Can.
Okay. I forget the.
Be positive.
Okay. The positive itself is scary these days, but yeah, nice one. Okay. I forgot the wise man saying, whether it is never try or try not, it is always do. Very simple. In the same way, I can still has a question mark. But when you say I am, you're already doing it. For me, these are the two most powerful words in the human life. I am strong. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I'll give you one classic example. You see me always bald and beautiful, right? I don't have hair on my head. I applied so many types of oil on my head to save every single hair on my head. Nothing worked. I ate so much protein, nothing worked. I did so much, nothing worked. Then I got mental peace when I lost all the hair. Why? Because now I don't need to comb, I don't need to use shampoo, I don't need to do any extra care, I don't need to wear a cap when I go to public. I'm free bird now. I have to wear the cap when I go in the hot sun. Very simple. Okay, because I'm relaxed from one aspect. Now see how many things are involved just because of hair. My humility, that people notice, oh my God, what they think, that I'm losing my hair. I'm bald, I'm looking ugly. So all these questions are related to negative vibrations. But the moment I am say I'm beautiful, Vivek is smiling because he is also bald. Okay. So when I say I'm
Everyone has also
beautiful.
put in the message, Anil. Also belong to your community.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm reading the messages also, but I don't want to distract, so I'm just continuing. Okay, so when you say I'm beautiful, you are making a strong affirmation that motivates you at any cost during the day. You don't care what people think about it. You are bald, but you're a nice human. How does it matter? You are beautiful. So let's give a title, bald and beautiful. How does it matter? All right? So I am are the most two powerful words in anyone's life. Now the second clue. What is that we want differently than the others? Very simple answer. We already discussed it. Find out whether it is a need or want. We'll come to that affirmations part later. I doubt if somebody had put any affirmations in the chat box, but we'll come to that later. Don't worry if nobody has put anything, we'll discuss. So here, you don't have to be grand in your life. However, you just need to remind yourself that with the two powerful words that I am, because I am existing, right? One beautiful, simple thought for the day. I woke up early morning with all the five senses working, all my organs fully functional. I can see, I can feel, I can touch, I can hear, I can smell. What else I need? I am simple. I am existing. Start with one thought of gratitude. I am existing. Thanks for this life. The next affirmation after the gratitude comes, I am beautiful. That itself is a compliment to your life. You don't need to bring an extra artificial compliments from your wife, spouse, husband, or colleagues, girlfriend, boyfriend. No, those are all artificial. But what you are telling to yourself does matter. right? So let's revisit to those affirmations. Sushma and Jason, has anybody put anything in the chat box? Any affirmation?
There was an affirmation from Rita Sonawat.
Okay.
I promise myself to talk happiness to everyone I meet.
That is a beautiful one. Anything else?
Vivek said, I am is important in affirmations. He put, I am.
Okay, no worries. So, like Jason, like I said, everything has to start from a zero. It has nothing to be grand, right? We start somewhere to reach somewhere. Very simple. So, if we start with something with no expectations, like in that child story, we affirm for something, but with limited or zero expectation. Of course, at this age, with a small family, with so many liabilities, being an expat, with pressurized job and so many commitments, if I say don't keep any expectations, then I must question to myself first, right? So expectations will always be there, but what is the right expectation you are attaching to that affirmation is the key. Like I used to hear it a lot, especially in the last year, I guess, when the COVID started, when we get onto the social platforms with so much self-development. I want to make $1 million in 1 year. This is the affirmation. Then my question is, my friend, first you be honest to yourself. When I'm making an affirmation, I want to make $1 million in 1 year. What is that you are bringing in? If you don't buy that lottery ticket, the God will not give you anything, right? Very simple. He has to give away, not just take the ticket and give the money. If you want to make an affirmation that I want to make $1 million, what is the source that is in your input? So I would prefer to write it as, or say it as, I am working hard to make $1 million in this year. Because I know my capacity, I know my investment of efforts and my knowledge and my willpower, anything. So I put it as, I am working hard and honest to earn that $1 million this year. Yeah. The second option we have, I choose to work hard. There are variations. I choose to. Instead of, okay, this can also be a tool of communication as well. Whenever you want to say, I want, I need, try to put it as I choose. Trust me, the other person will take interest listening to you. Okay, like, I choose to be happy. This is another affirmation I make every day. I choose to be happy and productive today. This is my regular affirmation, by the way. Trust me, you become so busy the entire day with all the productive work. Of course, you will be on WhatsApp, you will be on Facebook, you will be on Tinder if you want, that is okay. But you will feel the difference that you are aligned with your affirmations. Okay. So these are the two tools that one is to understand what you want or what you need and make the right affirmation. And then I noted it somewhere here. Give me a moment. Oh yeah, okay. I'll give you a few examples. I'm just reading it from the notepad that I wrote down. The first one, like I said, I am beautiful. I'm confident. I'm energetic. I'm blessed. Right? I am blessed with a beautiful family. attract positive people. I attract money. Instead of saying that I am always in the abundance of money, answer a question to yourself. Are you really in the abundance of money? If not, try this. I always attract money. I always attract success, peace, health, right? So this is how you say that affirmation that matters. It is not that what you want to write or say. Like we say, integrity is the key for anything. Integrity is the key for affirmations as well. If you are not doing the right affirmations, trust me, after 30 days, you will close the book and you will put the cap on the pen and you forget happily. Because now you have a chance to blame that affirmations are, no, they don't work. Why? Because the right effort is not there. Very simple. When you say, I choose to, I allow to change myself. Yeah, I attract money. I attract success. I'm grateful that I have a wonderful job that gives me money. I'm grateful for the car that protects me and my children from the weather conditions. Of course, this is the kind of gratitude, but you are living example in that affirmation as well. You are affirming that my car is my family. Trust me, it supports you with zero maintenance. It is not a miracle, by the way. Like we said in the first example, how you generate ideas and train your mind, even if you don't have food in the desert, how you can walk further. This is all your mindset, what you talk here and what you're telling here. Yeah. So as per my knowledge and experience, very simple, the needs, wants, whatever it is, and whatever be the affirmations you make, the first thing is awareness is very important. What is that affirmation that you want to make and what is involved? What kind of efforts I'm making and what will be the outcome? Even if it is failing, it is okay because I'm affirmed for something else. So awareness is very important. Second is decision that you make to make that affirmation. The third thing, the commitment and consistency that you put in to happen, to make it happen. The affirmation has to work for you. Most important fourth thing is discipline. If you don't have the discipline, if you don't have the integrity, come back to the club. Cribbing club, I must say. Right? So give that commitment and consistency along with unbeatable integrity. And then start with small habits. Maybe write down 10 affirmations per day. But choose the affirmations wisely. Because somebody said something, don't write it, please. It won't work. Everybody knows the 21-90 rule, right? If you want to bring that habit into practice, make it consistently for 21 days. If you want to keep it as a part of your life, do it for 90 days. It's very easy. We eat food, we take bath, we do all the basic recreational things, and we dress up, we drive, we do so many things monotonously, knowingly, unknowingly. Why don't we do it one thing consciously? That is for ourselves, right? Do it for 90 days. Maybe you can bring those 90 days for 4 times, 360 days. Give 5 days gap to introspect yourself after 1 year and look back. What is that you gained and how you transformed with just one decision, that affirmation, right? So my way of doing it, June 26th is my birthday. And I have the habit of gifting something to myself on my birthday every year, no matter what. I call it as PPF formula, personal, professional, financial. Right? Choose any one thing. If you want to gift 365 dirhams next year on your birthday, put 1 dirham in the box every day. Doesn't matter. You gifted something to yourself. We can eat 5 dirham shawarma, right? 5 days of saving, 5 dirhams. Right? Okay, this is a different subject, by the way. Let me not get into that. So my conclusion here is to affirmations is know what you want to affirm. Understand the logic behind the affirmations, keep it consistent, and then make it happen. Very simple. Do not follow what people say because people are in the abundance of knowledge. They can confuse you, they can uplift you, they can empower you, but they cannot change you. Who is going to change you? Is you. Because it is always you and yourself. Over to you, Jason. Thank you.
Thank you so
I
much.
hope I was on time. Sorry.
On time, before time, in fact.
Oh, okay.
7 minutes before
Perfect.
time.
Perfect. So we can keep it for little Q&A or discussion.
Yeah,
I will not call it as Q&A. Let's discuss.
Discussion, yeah. So we'll be opening up the platform for the discussion soon. Thank you. Before that, thank you, Anil, for sharing such fantastic advices. In fact, I think these are all your experiences which you go through. And revisiting the need versus want theory, which we learned before in economics and all. It was practically implemented again today. And then thank you so much for taking through all the basic affirmations and making us know the most powerful word, I am. Thank you so much. I personally would be starting up today to write 10 affirmations per day. It's not because you said, because I want to make a change in myself. And that's the reason. Thank you so much. Anil, before going to the participants, I would like to hand over the mic to Sushma.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Anil, for sharing wonderful insights on affirmations. Yes, I'm also a big fan of affirmations. And yes, it does work. Just wanted to check on the power position, Anil. What would you say on that? Is that does that help? Is that important?
That is really important. But the power position is to boost your energy, confidence, and your existence. Sometimes you feel like you are underrated by your colleagues, bosses, or in the public. Or maybe when you get onto the stage to deliver something, you have butterflies in your stomach and you totally mess up with your own thoughts. You know the content, you prepared well, but all of a sudden something happened to your mind because of some small change in the thought process. Yeah, this happens to everybody. So power pose is something like, we call it a Superman pose, right? Stand straight, keep your hands on your waist and bring out your chest. Take deep breath and release it slowly through your mouth. And then just give an affirmation to your mind, all is well. Very simple. And trust me, this will relax you at any situation. I do that, so I can strongly recommend this. Thanks for bringing it, Sushma.
Thank you, Anil. In fact, when I do affirmations, that time as well, for me, power pose works more better. That's my...
Shaji and Prasad, they raised their hands, I don't know.
Yeah, they have questions. Before that, I would like to read 2 affirmations, one from Shaji. Can this be, affirmation from Shaji. Can this be an affirmation? I am rich, because the word is very vague. And Susan said, yeah, wow, nice one. I am working hard to earn $1 million. And Sandeep said, I always push who come across in my network for the challenges they have with solution. We have 3 comments on the affirmations.
Okay, the first one, yeah, there is no harm in writing an I am rich, but write with the right words. Like, I am rich with knowledge and strength to face any challenges in my life. I am rich with my knowledge to make everything easy. So it is about how you write and attach the next string. Very simple. If you say, I am rich with so much money, question to yourself. Very simple. Right? I hope that answers the query. I don't know. That is from Shaji or somebody.
Shaji, you can ask directly to Anil since you have raised your hand.
Yeah, thank you, Jason. There are two linked questions. One is like one we say that you can do the affirmation, everything. That's right. You can write it, everything. That's all okay. But what happens is I am not living alone. I'm living with some people around me, and those people have a problem with me saying that you cannot do it. Okay, that is this is my negative point. Like I was born in Bombay, but I'm basically from Kerala. My parents are from Kerala, and what happens is they are not there. Whom I'm saying.
Okay.
They are always having skeptical views about me, and whatever I wanted to put forward, okay, I think I can do this, and they say no, you cannot do this because you're not made for this. So what happens is I always go in a negative form, or rather I always reach into a negative mindset. So whatever affirmations I will do, I don't think that it works for me. And okay, being happy, everything is right. So one point is, what about the external environment, or what about the people around me who are trying to influence me on my own thoughts? That is one thing. Another thing is, I have seen thousands and thousands of videos on the YouTube saying that you do this, you hear to 5, 6, 7 hertz music, or you sound and this and all that, you will be getting that affirmation right, this affirmation right. And I'm like, as Anil said, that yes, you get confused. So what about this YouTube thing? That is one thing. And what about the people around you? That are the two things that I was thinking to ask you about.
Okay, Shaji, and that is a beautiful question, I must say, because there will be days that we fight at home, we fight in the office. We don't fight, but there are disputes in the office. And then we carry it away for the next morning as well when we wake up. The moment you go to the washroom, that comes to your mind and it keeps ringing in your mind. You cannot get away with it. But you know that this is your habit, that every morning you wake up and you have to sit down with a notebook and pen to make the affirmations. But your mind is still hanging on the past experience. So does it mean that I have to stop my activity? We cannot, and we are not supposed to, because the day is gone. The experience is still fresh in the mind. But if we are still hanging on it, we are continuing another day. We are making actually yesterday, we are not making today. Yeah. So I want to give some gap here. I will again force myself with the notebook and pen, and I will again write, I am okay. I am confident. I'm confident that I'm going to face the challenges. Does it mean that I'm again inviting another day similar to yesterday? Might not be, not probably, right? But I'm giving a little hope to myself that you are going to be fine today. Affirmation is not going to make any miracles or immediate changes. It is to pamper your mind, your subconscious mind, to tell that whatever happens around you, don't worry, you are still there to see, watch, feel whatever you do, but make a move. Very simple, right? There is a phrase, right? People say that you are not because of whatever is happening around you. You are because of yourself. Very simple. If you are keeping yourself absorbed into all these XYZ factors, you are not living your day, right? You are giving away yourself, and which is not good. Now, people, whatever they think, they say, you are allowing it, so it is happening it. There is another quote, what you allow will continue. right? Because you keep on allowing all these things, it will continue. Very simple. The moment if you decide to give a break, it has to stop. Not immediately. It takes time. Like I said, consistency, practice, your determination, decision. Take a decision, put some determination, keep it consistent and give it some time. We need patience for everything, right? And things have to work. They will work. Right, Shazi? Whatever people
All right.
say,
Right.
whatever people say, don't worry about it.
Right.
Okay.
And what I thought was, instead of reacting, we should be responding, and that is the reason why I don't share my plans to the people there. So that is a positive thing that I have also found out, that people will not say no to me. Avoid talking to them about your plans, so that people will not say, oh, you cannot do it in the first instance.
Okay. Now another thing, if you really cannot or you're not in a position to write down, listen to it at least for 15 minutes a day. That is more than enough.
Okay.
Yeah, do that, because when you listen for a longer time, you will get into the practice of writing as well.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome.
Thank you, Shaji. Sandeep, you can raise your questions. Yeah.
Yeah. In addition to Saji, what he was saying right now, I had a similar in line of a question, but I think so more or less I got the answer what you have told to Shaji. My question was that when you have an affirmation, you start your day, you continue working towards it, but in between the day or in the office or when you go in the market, you come across a people who talks more on it's not going to happen, it's not. But I got the answer what you told. But what happens is when you are on a peak, like doing best, and at the end in the afternoon you get 2-3 negative people, sometimes you go down. It happens. Like you give, I was in a phase in 2016 and 17 where I was giving regularly interviews, but things were not working. So then I realized what's going wrong. Is it me? It's a problem, or is it somebody people is not understanding me is a problem? So again, the mindset was going negative. So what went wrong and what needs to be done? I was thinking on an affirmation level. At certain level, you can't able to think also, and you go blank actually. Though you have affirmator, I'm good, I'm great, but things it's not going in a right direction. So how do I take that further? That affirmation. That was my thought process. Was my question to ask you.
Okay, perfect. See, very simple, Sandeep. When we, like I said in the discussion, when we don't have a job, we put all the energy in one direction to get a job, right? We approach all the contacts we never touched upon so far, and we get onto so many sites. Every day we make the CV live, and then until we get a job, we will be so consistent to get that one.
Correct.
But now, once you settled in the job, you don't worry about all these websites, contacts, and all this stuff, right?
True.
You become so comfortable, and then someday the tagline that you carry is, I'm busy.
Yes,
right?
It happens. Yes.
To be honest, nobody is busy in this life. Everybody has the same time and everybody does everything.
Correct.
Right? It is about what is your giveaway to that situation, to the person and the requirement. Very simple.
Correct. I agree. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sandeep. Prasad, you can go ahead, please.
Yeah, hi, Anil. I have a question. Yeah, I have a question regarding multiple affirmations. Generally, we all want to grow in our mind, body, soul, intellect, aspirations, ambitions, money. So we have multiple affirmations in those faculties or areas of life. Now, if we keep saying it every day, okay, does it contradict in the mind because the mind is not able to focus, or is it important that we fix on one affirmation, whichever is important for us, and keep saying it repeatedly every day so that the mind gets geared and also your body gets charged to actually send that positive attraction or note or energy to the world that this is what I'm looking at and this is what I'm ready to work for. Because many aspirations or affirmations probably is something which maybe the mind is not able to take at one go. So what is your take on it?
Prasad, this is one of the beautiful questions. Why? Because I'll share one experience. When I wanted to understand the affirmations, I went through YouTube and I got through variety of affirmations like money, career, success, life, partner, family, so many variations. So what happened when I started writing down, I got messed up because there are so many and I have one page to write. What is the priority that I have to give? I didn't know. I got confused. But the technique that I used, early morning when I wake up, I know that I have to write down the affirmations. The decision that I made, I will let my mind flow the thoughts. Whatever comes, I will write down. Whether it thinks about money, the money affirmation will come. If it writes about the family protection, let me write about family protection. So I do not categorize by intention, because when I intentionally do that, it is about want and need again. The mind has to say that, not you. If you allow your mind to say that, that means that is coming by practice or by your subconscious mind. By the way, it takes time. It is not that easy that we want to so consciously write down 15 phrases on one page. It takes time. So don't worry if you have this confusion. My suggestion is very simple. If you want to categorize it, no problem. Two things will happen. One, down the line, after a few days, you filter out these affirmations because you feel that this is not the right thing I'm doing. You will experience on your own. Second, the usage of words day by day will improve. Then itself, you realize that, okay, this is what I want or I need. Then it is not that it desired affirmation, but it will be a thoughtful, I must say, thoughtful affirmation. Yeah. So don't worry if you are coming across so many resources, so many channels, and you have a long list of affirmations. Try to make it one page. That is more than enough, because we are not sending this wish list to anybody. Yeah, Krishna?
Yeah, so how does the mind take it? Because what level of energy are we sending it? Multiple, or we need to be focused on one particular? That's what I wanted to know. Is it okay to have multiple affirmations?
To be honest, absolutely okay, because there is no ground rule. I did good amount of research. I will not say research, that is a big word. I did a good amount of homework. And after the homework, I realized that whatever you want to do with affirmations, do that, but do it with the right words. Very simple. Because when you use the right words, you will filter out so many affirmations. That is what I said. Do it, that is okay. You categorize into multiple segments, maybe 5 segments: career, money, success, job, maybe public speaking, whatever you want to write. No harm. Keep doing it, but you will filter out on your own. You don't need any special resource to understand this. Trust me, because this is my own experience.
Great.
Right,
yeah, that's pretty adequate to understand. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Prasad. We will be going for the last question of today. Vivek, can go ahead, please.
Hey, Anil, my question is, when you're talking about affirmation, wanted to know from you, like when we are practicing affirmations, how do we practice? Like, you said in your previous conversation with the participants that there should be a consistency. The consistency, then it is possible. Even like, I don't remember who was one of the participants was saying that I've been exposed to negativity around. So I believe like when you are with negativity around, it you have negative affirmations. It will pull you down, and you will not be able to explore your true potential. Like you were talking about Sadhguru. Okay, I'm also following at times Sadhguru's videos, like I have come across certain wording, like for example, how you convert negativity into positivity. You know, the use of the right wordings makes a lot of impact in the mind.
Okay.
I want to know from you a few examples where you can put a negative affirmation and it's for the benefit. Now that we are all into affirmation, we're trying to today life and how we can reap the benefits of affirmation. Because I am also like, for a couple of weeks now, trying to come out of, because there's a lot of negative energy outside, and if we are very subtle, it's very possible easily possible for us to give into those negativity around. So can you just give us a few examples, like, you put in like, okay, this is a negative statement. Like you said, I think I forgot the name of one of the participants who said that I am rich. And then you can say, I am rich in wisdom, in knowledge, so that immediately when we are listening, because we have 5 senses, right? Eyes, nose, ears, mouth, touch. So I truly believe, and I understood, like you were saying also, I heard it from your mouth, like you said, like first, a lot of researches you have done, same is what I am also doing. Because, we cannot avoid negativity. It is around. But again, how we practice with consistency, positive affirmations, we can come out of it and we can truly explore our true potential. So my request to you is that, like, can you just put like a couple of examples, like how a negative statement looks and how immediately you convert it with the positive, and how your mind gets to, the subconscious mind.
Okay, I got your point, Vivek. Now, I will put it into 2 statements. How many of you follow my AK thoughts?
I do.
You do. If you notice my AK thoughts, I never use the words never, no, not, have to. I don't use these words. Why? Because when I am giving a quote or thought to somebody, it has to generate an idea, it has to link with their experience, or it has to provoke their confidence. Very simple. Because while writing, if I use these words, my mind goes into the negative side. So I do not prefer to use not, have to, all these, never, all these words. Okay. Now that is one. Second, if I give you a sentence, I will not waste my day. This is my affirmation. What do you think? I will not waste my day. This is an affirmation I'm making today. What do you think? Is this a positive affirmation or negative affirmation?
It's negative.
Negative.
Will not. Yes, you're restricting yourself.
Okay. Now the clarification is, affirmation is an affirmation. It is never a positive or negative affirmation. But how I'm telling it to my mind does matter. Instead of writing, I will not waste my day, I will write, I choose to make a day productive and happy. Simple. Okay. We are so rich with knowledge, right? Like we said, we have 6,000 thoughts in a day. If human can make 6,000 thoughts per day, think about the knowledge and wisdom they carry. They just don't display it. Very simple, right? So every word has an alternate meaning. To try to find out that positive variant which you can fix instead of these not, never, no, and all things. My favorites are I allow, I choose, I must, or I am anyway, that is constant, right? So if I have to write, I will not get angry on my boss. You're already welcoming two invitations here, angry and not, okay? But instead of that, if I write, I choose to forgive my colleague today. Doesn't matter who is that colleague. Whoever is in your life, you choose to forgive and move on. Simple. You are making peace with your life. So try to find that right words so that you can make the right statements. That itself will tickle your mind. Yeah. Like I said, there are no positive or negative affirmations. Affirmation is an affirmation, but how you choose to write it is the key. Because the thought that you are giving to your mind, the dialogue that you are generating while writing is the key. Because that will make you for the long day. Very simple. Yeah. Does it answer you, Vivek?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vivek, for the question. Thank you, Anil. Hope nobody has any further questions before closing the session. I would like to thank Anil for his wonderful session, and please accept this bouquet from our side virtually.
Thank you
so much for spending so much time. Before closing the session, Sushma, any closing comments from your side, please?
Yes, thank you. The session was very wonderful and the discussion made it more nice. Thank you everyone for being here, for asking questions. Just a last one from Susan. She had put it in the chat box that to stay away from negativity, like within the family, we can put some affirmations as I have positive, encouraging and supportive parents or spouses. And she asked, am I right?
This is beautiful. Okay, no matter how new or old are you with your family or married life, you always fight. And that is the essence and beauty of the family life. So never crib about it. See, in the family, there is no negativity. You realize it when you are hospitalized, when you met with an accident, or something serious happened to your life, then you realize that, yeah, how relations help you and support you. When everything goes smooth, we have all these crazy thoughts that people are negative and people are all this, right? Sushma, you're on mute. So, yeah, okay. So it is all about your comfort. When you are comfortable, thoughts will go in different direction. When you are uncomfortable, thoughts will be focused in one direction. When you are nothing, then there are no thoughts. There is no limitation on thoughts and negativity. So choose the words, choose your thoughts. You can choose the thoughts, by the way, I'm telling you, and do little effort and practice. Be in the right company and you will get everything. But you cannot avoid family. So if don't say that I want to change my family. No, change yourself first. That is more important. Yeah. Listen to them, give them time, and the miscommunication will cut down to some corner. The negativity itself will be take time, but it's okay. We are not masters of the world, so we are not yogis, right? We are humans, working professionals, so it takes time. Just keep working on these small things. That is why I said, start from the zero, give it consistent, and things have to work on. Very simple.
Anil, people are asking for the link of AK Thoughts. If you have any external links apart from the WhatsApp group, you can share.
Yeah, I'll put it in the NLG group.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Let's wind up the session. Sushma, you're on mute.
Rafiq has also put a link in the chat box, which is Facebook link for Anil.
Yeah, he already did it.
Thank you, Rafiq.
So let's close the session. Thank you so much, Anil, for spending more than an hour for the NLG group. And thank you for supporting NLG from bottom, from the top. And thank you so much for spending some time with us. Let's conclude the session. We'll meet next Saturday. Thank you for all the audience who have attended with us.